It's gas. Gear acquisition syndrome. And this thing is about someone like me having gas versus some like famous YouTuber is I don't really have the money to have gas. Gear acquisition syndrome, that is. Like, I see these YouTubers who are like, I got gas. They have like the Mac Studio and like 3 PCs and like all the different Sony cameras, the Blackmagics, the Canons. They're like, should I buy like my $1,000 lenses in this mount or that? And I'm like, I have gas for like the new iPhone, and I'm hesitating because I know another iPhone's gonna come out, but not because I want to buy the next iPhone, but because I know it will probably get cheaper, and like I need that USB-C. At the same time, like I can film this right now on my old Samsung phone, and I got my little 8-bit ZVE10, but of course I want to upgrade. You know, it costs a lot of money, and like it's basically like all my money. So I like save up to a certain amount, and then I like buy one thing, and I'm like, that's gonna help my videos. And sometimes it does. Like, no regrets on like cheap weird lights that was $50 for both of them. My $1,000 camera that I wish was $3,000, but that was a good investment. And like my computers, and there's a lot of good investments, but there's also some things that it's like, sure, it helps, but is it really necessary? Most of the stuff, as long as you have good audio, can be done on like a cell phone or a cheap camera. And as far as editing goes, like, I mean, you need a pretty good computer if you want to like really edit, but you can get the basics. And if you're pumping out like good content, like people don't care as long as the audio's good. And then second be lighting, and then third be, I don't like, yeah. Content is king, as they say. Getting better at writing, getting better at editing, getting better at talking, getting better at communicating, both in the comments and on the videos. There's so many different skills that'll help a video much more than having gas. Thumbnails, descriptions, I guess keywords don't matter anymore. Ideas, a friend to hold whatever you're filming with. Puppy dogs. Microphone. I'm not actually using this microphone, I'm using the phone's microphone. Sorry about that. Now here comes that famous statement, the gear doesn't matter. But of course gear matters. Without a camera on your phone or in a camera or whatever it is, you can't make anything. And without this microphone, if I was just using the cell phone microphone, it would sound like dirt. But gear only goes so far is kind of like what that statement's getting at. I was thinking about it earlier, and I've come to the conclusion that I probably wouldn't have been able to become an editor even if I wanted to if DaVinci Resolve wasn't free, because a good NLE most of the time is extremely expensive. Even the studio version is $300, and Final Cut is $300, and Premiere Pro and Sony Vegas, that are both subscription costs, and it all gets very expensive. And even $300 is a lot to commit to something that you're not good at. Now, I did start in an open source software called OpenShot, and there is other open source softwares that are similar, and you can go to a certain point in those softwares. And God, I do wish there was like the Blender of NLEs, if you will, like video editor that was like as good as the professional ones like Blender is in the 3D world to like Unreal. The truth is there just isn't, at least not right now. So the next best thing is the free version of DaVinci Resolve. So at that time I was looking for something that was better than what I was using, that was either free or very cheap. I wanted to stay open source, but I wanted to do too many things that probably was able to do in those other programs, but took much longer to do. Kind of like GIMP and Photoshop, but I guess that's another story. But what I'm getting at is the software is also gear, and it's also an expense. I eventually did upgrade to that studio version, and there's a lot of clients out there that want me to learn Premiere Pro. I mean, like, they don't want me to because they don't even talk to me. You need to know Premiere Pro to like do a lot of things in the industry. Same with Avid if you're gonna like work on big movie sets. Now, it's changing, but you gotta know your software, and that software usually costs money. And if you're not paying for the software itself, you're at least paying for the hardware to run it on. Still, we do live in a golden age, and CapCut is a thing along with other programs that are similar, and there is a free version of DaVinci Resolve. And as long as you have a fast enough cell phone, you can download something like CapCut and start editing away. And as long as you make the right story, write the right script. But you do still need a good fast phone. Before light, after light. Took a second to get back with the exposure. But the thing is like, how good a hardware do you need? What kind of projects are you making? And these are questions that I'm asking myself, not because I don't have the hardware to make really, pretty high-end stuff, especially if you're going to make proxies and caches and all the optimized media stuff. And boy, do I love to make complicated timelines with things flying out everywhere and all sorts of sound effects and blah, blah, blah. But you know what? You can make things that are simple, like this video, that really aren't that strenuous on your system. And it's like, at that point, do you really even need the high-end system? Do I I always want to upgrade my computers. I used to be like a pretty heavy, addicted to MMO type gamer. And I always was just trying to upgrade my system, which was silly even back then, because things like Final Fantasy XIV and World of Warcraft don't take that heavy of a system to run in anyways. But it is a yin and the yang. Like, as much as I want to upgrade everything constantly, it's not necessarily something that's gonna help my videos to be better. The number one thing that's gonna help my videos to be better is me. Commitment, not procrastinating, writing scripts for the videos that I write scripts for, and then sometimes just making videos like this. I'm like, I got an idea, I got something I want to say, and no matter how stupid I think that I look, I'm gonna say it anyways. It's all about putting your creativity out there. And the truth is, YouTube, there's skill in it, and I think a good video is a good video, a good thumbnail, a good title is a good thumbnail or title and title. But a lot of it is luck, and you got to make something that you enjoy making, because you're not getting paid unless you blow up. And who knows, maybe I'll blow up, maybe I won't, but I'm going to make the best darn videos that I possibly can with what I got. And I guess the point of this video is just to encourage creativity and encourage doing you, because there's just so many YouTubers right now that are all about the latest and greatest cameras, and some of them are sponsored and have the money to do that, and some people go into debt or borrow their friends, and they're just copycats of each other, and they do better, and some of them even end up doing quite well. And I love cameras. Maybe on this channel someday I'll be reviewing all sorts of crazy computers and cameras and tech that goes into your brain. I'm gonna concentrate on what I know, what I'm good at, what I want to create. And part of me, the internal struggle, should I create another channel that's talking head, vloggy, podcasty, like some of these latest videos that I've been doing, and then have a different channel for the more edited video essay style, or do what I do and just keep it all on one channel? And I figure, you know what, I'm already failing at one channel, I might as well just keep it all on one channel, because they don't even have the channel tab on YouTube anymore. And it's like, if people are going to find you, they might as well see all of you. I mean, they say the algorithm is people. I think there's more to it, but if the people do find me, and maybe 1 out of a million like me, at least they can see all of me. And with that, if you found value, entertainment, or anything else that you enjoyed, remember to like the video. It truly helps, because the algorithm ain't human. And if you want to see more of my face, you know what to do. Subscribe, because it blows up now sometimes when you say it, like in the UI or whatever. And I'll either see you in the next life, or I'll see you in the next video, but hopefully in the next video. Oh, and by the way, this entire video, besides a couple shots, were filmed with the front-facing camera of the Samsung S20 FE, but not the audio, because the audio sucks. But some of it, there was a couple scenes that had the audio too, so yeah. All right. I need alone time. Me and the puppies.